chef, watch the way I be bubbling. They single us out cause the money stay doubling. Keep your mouth shut, won't be trouble then. These niggas play up but be struggling. Fresh produce, the carrots so covered in. When we done, she said, can we make love again? Tell her, call me, but I put the wrong number in. Then I'm back to the spot, I'm addicted to hustling.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. I got someone with me today. This ain't our first time doing this.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a little history together. We've been working, staying on our grinds. But without further ado, give us that official introduction.
Hey, man, you already know who it is. It's your boy D.O.L.O in the building. Heavy EFMG representative. Shout out TampaMystic.
Man, D.O.L.O. I like the way you say that. You know what I'm saying? You say it with some oomph behind it. It's good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
For sure. We just been working, I just dropped the On The Run record, and we've been working with the artists and doing a lot of administrative work, just trying to get, the label together and get everybody up to speed and make sure we consistent.
Well, here, let's transfer some energy. Feel that? Boom.
Tell them.
I'm all about transferring good, positive energy, positive vibes, right?
For sure.
So we got a lot to talk about. Like I said, it's probably been, how long has it been? Over a year? It's been over a year, right?
When did we do that? I think it's probably pulling up on a year. Since we did the last one.
Yeah, because you guys came through to the event afterwards and turned up when I was hosting at the DJ Butterrock. Oh, crazy stuff.
Butterrock, man. Yeah, we did. Went out there with the CX one DJs.
Right.
And did that.
And I appreciate that. You guys on a whim just came through and supported, and I'm grateful for that, man. So, but for people who didn't catch it the first time around, I still want to circle back a little bit and let people understand your journey, right? Before you started doing music, I'm talking, I know you young now, but I'm talking about when you was a kid, right? Did you aspire to do something different before music?
To be honest, I wanted to be a chef. I ain't gonna lie.
He really whipping y'all.
Yeah, I wanted to be a chef. I stayed cooking, and because I came up with my grandma. She cooked. Oh yeah,
grannies always be cooking.
You know what I mean? My great grandma, she was a baker, so I was just always around it. So I always wanted to chef up stuff and be in the kitchen and make good meals for everybody to eat. So,
what's your favorite thing to whip up for somebody? If you cooking a meal for somebody, what's gonna be your go-to?
I ain't gonna lie. I know it's an easy meal and whatnot, but I make a mean spaghetti.
Oh, okay, I mean? Yeah.
Like from scratch.
Not everybody can make a mean spaghetti. I've had some whack spaghettis now.
Yeah, I make a mean spaghetti from scratch, like from the sauce, my own seasonings, and I take it there. And then I don't eat meat, so it's like
me neither, bro. I think we had this conversation before.
Yeah. So I make it the veggie way, so it's. For real.
But that's even doper because it forces you to be more creative. When you don't consume meat, I don't consume dairy either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it forces you to be more creative in the kitchen. You
gotta come up with something to eat, and can't really go to the easy way of having a main protein. Like people eat meat is like, okay, yeah, I could just eat some chicken or eat some steak, what I'm saying, throw some sides together. But it's like I gotta come up with a whole meal so I could be full and
still get enough protein in your body. Like just real quick sidebar. So I last year, top of 2021, I incorporated fish back in my diet for that reason. Yeah. Because I wasn't getting enough protein. You know what I'm saying? And I started losing too much weight. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be that skinny. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like us as women, we like a little thickness, you know what I'm saying? Sure. So I had to start eating some salmon and stuff like that to get that protein back in my diet. You know what I'm saying? Which was important to me. So anyway, so you wanted to be a chef.
Yeah. I wanted to cook it up.
Do you still enjoy doing that, whipping up?
I do cook. I cook a lot. You know what I mean? I try and cook at least twice a week. Okay. You know what I mean? To keep me from eating out. You know what I mean? And my sister, she's actually a chef for real. She just dropped the ebook. Shout out to her. Sincerely Trying to Eat. Yeah,
that's dope.
She got me back wanting to cook more and stuff too, because I be watching her and her stuff looks good. So I be like, dang, I gotta get back in the kitchen, man. You got me.
Do you bake?
I can. I don't, for real. The only thing I really bake is like biscuits. Like I make handmade biscuits.
Oh, so you don't bake you don't bake the desserts and stuff.
I can't get into the cakes. I can if
Cookies
I try,
and all that.
but I ain't really I ain't gonna, Nah, my hat to that. You know? So but biscuits, I got you.
Okay, absolutely, yeah, because there's a science to that too. Now you could overdo a biscuit and it could be hard like this table.
Nah, that's a fact.
We want no fluffy, y'all. Yeah. How did music become that passion for you?
Music, it just came. You know, my mom is real big on writing and stuff. So it's like I was heavy into school. My aunt was made sure I got my education. Like she was heavy on me about it.
That's amazing.
So it's like I really took to writing and grammar and stuff like that. And so with me being creative and, it just all came together. And I love music too.
Yeah.
So it just tied into each other and I started wanting to be my own artist and get my own expression out through music.
Right.
So once that came together and, I started doing like little poetry here and there because
it always starts
school,
there. Yeah, of course.
They teach you haikus and the different poetry structures, and so once I learned that, and then music is like I can do this.
Absolutely, but because it's really kind of the same. Writing poetry is not much different than writing music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. What were you talking about when you first started writing music?
Girls.
Of course. Of course.
Girls. Like I was really heavy into girls. I had a lot of pretty girls in my elementary school and I was like, real fast and mannish, more than I should have been. But, it's like that's what I was a heavy romantic at a young age.
Give us one of your lines. Do you remember?
From back then? That was so long ago. I can't even think of that from back then. But I definitely, wrote a good hand of poetry and songs to girls. And stuff like that. That's where it started,
No, for real. I think that's where it starts at for a lot of artists. A lot of artists that I have this conversation with, they said they start out writing poetry. So who was some of the people that motivated you? And it doesn't even have to be an artist. It could just be people that was around you.
It was really like my mom and my dad but in different ways. Like, my mom on the writing side and she was in school and wanted to be like, she was very, driven on that. So it gave me that focus on, getting stuff done.
Yeah.
And, my dad was like, he was like a hustler, you know what I'm saying? He always had a job, always made sure he did like for his kids, no matter what.
Shout out to Pops, man, for holding it down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like gave me that mindset of like just go whatever you want to do, just go after
you have to
and master it. You know
Facts.
What I mean? And then once you master it, you make a business out of it.
Absolutely.
So that's really just the track I've been sticking with, and it's been working.
So it's safe to say that music is your passion. Would you say that your passion and your purpose are one and the same, or are they different?
Now, I would say they're one and the same for me, just speaking for me, because if you're that passionate about something, it has to be your purpose.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's because it's basically what you're trying to live through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your passion is what you're going to live through. And if you can, if you have multiple of those, then that's great.
Yeah.
If you're able to, extend and reach on every one of them, because I do. But I feel like my main passion, what I know I love and what I want to do, and that's music, you know what I mean? I'm going to live through it and try and
help other people.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's all connected, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my purpose.
Absolutely.
Through the music is how I, like you said, help other people.
Yeah.
And meet other people and do good stuff, all connected to that. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say has been the best thing that's come out of music for you? For example, like it may have put you in a certain position to help somebody or, whatever. What would you say is the best thing that's come to you thus far doing music?
Being able to reach out and expand and become like more sociable, like
expand who you are.
Yeah, expand who I am, because it's like now I can touch and reach out to all different kinds of people.
Facts.
Because music spreads out to all different kinds of people.
The whole world,
it's like,
slick.
It's able to touch and reach so many different like minds. Like people, there's so many different people out there. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
absolutely.
It's a blessing to be able to like have something that they can relate to, and then you can spark a conversation off that, and then it reaches something else. You're like, oh dang, I never knew this, and then it just leads to so much stuff. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? So
I think
that's what I like about it.
It gives you more of appreciation on different cultures because as a musician or somebody in the music industry, or like maybe someone who's in the military, certain type of career paths, you have to deal with all walks of life. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it really expands your mind and makes you appreciate, because, you know, as kids, we might see like a certain culture do something and we're like, oh, that's weird. But what we do is weird to them.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like by you being able to expand out and touch other cultures, it gives you a bigger appreciation on just people in life, period.
Life, the world in general.
Right, absolutely.
And it's funny because my mom used to say something. She was like, "You just act like you're so cultured." Like, I mean, I can't be mad because I'm cool with everybody.
Nah, for real.
Like,
and that's a great feeling, right?
Yeah, you know, you can just reach out and be cool with everyone and just relate to, like you said, all different walks of life.
Absolutely. I had a conversation, not to take it sidebar, but I had a conversation with someone recently that was like a childhood friend of mine, and they're a couple years older than me, right? And I feel like I'm the last of my generation that just is, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of them that are older than me are still stuck in their old mindset, old school ways. And I said, listen, if you want to advance in life or in your career, you have to be able to adapt to your environment.
Got to be adaptable.
Right? Because if you stuck in your old ways, nobody don't want to deal with someone like that.
Exactly.
So it certainly helps in this music industry, right?
For sure. It's ever evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Right. What would you say? Let's take it to the opposite side, man. What was that like kind of low moment that you had to overcome, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
On my journey, like throughout this so far, I would say just getting over myself.
Getting out your own way.
Yeah, getting out my own way, and really taking in advice and knowing who's here to help and who's here to hurt. You know what I mean? Getting over that stage and basically, you know, once I lost my boy E, that's another hit. But you know, you just realize life is all about, you know, seasons and, you know what I mean, lessons and things like that.
Absolutely.
So it's like once you get over those lows, it's very big highs to come after that. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? So you just got to take it with a grain of salt and know that no storm, you know, the cliche saying, no storm lasts. You know, everything is always going to be on the good side if you're looking for it.
Absolutely.
You can stay in that dark space.
Right.
You're looking for the good, you're going to climb out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great piece of advice, because I think a lot of people, including myself, went through that exactly in my life. Like I was at a point where I had to have people like Bigger Rankin check me and say, Tampa, sometimes you got to let other people help you. Because I was always in my own way. Like I wanted to do everything myself and didn't want the help from nobody. I didn't want to take advice from other people, but it took someone else on the outside to say, no, you got to stop doing that. Sometimes you got to allow people to help you. You know what I'm saying? Not even necessarily like financially, but just help you, period.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just accept that, you know, it's somebody there that want to see you win.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not.
It's hard to believe though sometimes, right?
And that be the problem. You know what I mean? It's like everybody out to get you. We have
ulterior motives.
Yeah, you be thinking what they want. You know
right.
what I mean? But it's not always that. You know,
that's true.
People just genuinely
want to help.
Win, you know what I mean?
Right.
We got to learn to start accepting that. I feel like when a lot of people, you know, start doing it and accepting it both ways, you know what I mean, vice versa, then a lot more stuff will be better.
Exactly. Or us on the flip side, if we do something for somebody, we do it without the intent of expecting something in return.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes both
ways.
Yeah.
Nah, that's big facts, man. So have you traveled outside of the Atlanta area and done like, you know, shows or any type of networking outside of Atlanta?
Yeah, we just recently went to Birmingham.
You did talk about that. What was that experience like for you?
That was cool. You know what I mean? We went out to, I think it was called Diamond. Don't give me Diamond Live Studios. I think if I'm wrong, y'all don't hurt me, but it was definitely definitely live out there. You know what I mean? Shout out Tony Neal, Core DJs, DJ Cube. You know what I mean? Shay Star and all them.
Absolutely. They definitely doing their thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a good event. They bring the artists together and they actually like, you know, make it a tour for them.
Right.
Like, so it's like that's a heavy motion to like artists should tap into and just get in that atmosphere because it's definitely always good vibes.
Facts.
Everybody listening to everybody music, everybody jamming out, rocking out, you know, and they performing and it's, you know, it's on the radio. So do your thing, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about that a little bit more in depth. I'm glad that you brought that up. How important is it to what you're working on doing within your career to do stuff like that, to do events, showcases, networking events? How important is that to you?
It's extremely important. You know what I mean? It's an integral piece because I believe everybody these days is so heavily, you know, relying on the internet and not realizing that, yeah, the music industry is ever evolving, but like those roots are still there. You got to be outside. You got to be beating the block. You got to be touching hands, shaking babies, or shaking hands
and kissing babies. Don't be shaking nobody, baby.
You know what I mean?
I'm just messing with you.
But you know what I mean? Just, you know, really getting out there and making it known that this is what you want to do if you really want to do music and you got a good product. People want to see it, want to hear it and see you. You know,
they want to know you real.
Exactly. They want to know that, okay, they want to know just as live you sound on the song, they want to see it in person and see if it's real, like you said. So
I like to talk about that because I'll be honest, I've had conversations with artists who refuse to do events. Mm-hmm. Oh, I ain't doing no showcases. I said, well, then don't ever expect to get any bigger than what you are. Like you may catch a break and get a little notoriety on social media, but that doesn't last.
It doesn't.
Think about a lot of these Instagrams or TikTok sensations. They're cool for a period of time, but 6 months from now, we forget about who they are because they're not out here touching the people.
They got caught up in the trend. You
exactly.
Don't wanna do that. You want to actually make a whole wave for yourself.
Right.
And, you know, sustain that. That's the way you want to survive in the music industry because it'll feed you forever if you set it up that way.
Absolutely. Your most organic fan base is built in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Slick. You know what I'm saying? You can build a fan base on social media, but your most organic, like genuine fans is when you're in the streets moving around.
Yeah, outside.
Absolutely, man. What would you say has been the song that you put out that really started gaining attention for you and your brand?
I would say Move Differently.
Okay.
Move Differently, still doing numbers. You know, got a nice number of Shazams on it, like for the report that came in on Friday.
Isn't that a good feeling when you check your Shazam, like, dang, 30 people Shazam me.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Like people actually trying to look for that song. So
right.
I'm still pushing that. That's the single for the album. And you know, I just dropped this project On the Run just to, you know, keep the motion going. You know, it's basically the songs I've been putting out. But I would say Move Differently is that one for real.
I wish that Shazam would break down like the analytics though, like of where it was Shazammed at. Yeah. Right. So you'd be like, oh, dang, Dallas, Texas was Shazamming me. Who was playing my record out there? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you can do your analytics to like Spotify, which is cool to see who's streaming you. But for someone to actually Shazam you, it would be so dope to actually see where that took place.
Yeah, they need that. Come on, Shazam.
Come on, Shazam. Y'all got to get it together because that alone will help you as an artist to know what markets you need to be tapping into.
That's where you need to send your promotion.
Exactly. Period. You understand. You get it.
Yeah, we do this.
Talk about, you know, your label, your independent label situation, your management.
So yeah, you know, EFMG, that's the label. We still pushing it. And it's the motion right now.
Tell them what it stands for.
Infamous Familiar Music Group, if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Now they know.
Y'all can go check it out, officialefmg.com, and see what the movement is about. We got a nice team right now, you know what I mean? We got me, we got AIM, we got Kill Bill is coming up, you know what I mean? He's on a record that we did called Goal Searching. You know, for the Infamous Familiar Family Affair tape. We working on that.
That's dope.
So
you gotta do a label tape.
Yeah.
You gotta do a label tape.
It's coming. It's coming. believe that. It's coming. So yeah, we just been working on that. It's been going good. You know, we got a small management team that's been helping us out, you know, with just administrative stuff, sending emails and, you know.
Which is one of the most important parts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we trying to stay active outside in the streets, touching, you know, like talking to DJs and in the clubs, hitting the cities and doing that part, so we need a little bit of help. But it's still, you know, all the way independent EFMG doing our thing.
Nah, and it's not easy. You have to have people helping you, like you said, with the administrative stuff. That alone can become a full-time job.
It is like, cause you know, me and Aim, we was, you know, me, Aim, and DJ Jaizy, we was doing it at first, you know, getting everything and trying to stay on top of it. But you know, Child moved to New Jersey. Aim was doing his thing in Florida, in between Georgia, and I was all around Georgia. So it's like we could never, you know, get it all the way down. So we're like, man, we need some help. We need some help.
Yeah, and that comes with what we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you got to allow people to help you. Mm-hmm. We try to do everything ourselves, but then we see, not that we're not capable, we just got so much going on that it almost becomes impossible.
Mm-hmm. So we just taking it slow, you know, making sure. We really just been focusing on the music, though, like making sure we make the best music possible. Like, these records is like, I ain't trying to toot our horn, but
toot your horn.
Toot. These records is coming, Tampa. Like,
hey, they heavy with it. Pressure.
These are some pressure records, really fire. And we just, you know, just trying to stay humble and let people know we just making some good records, man. Trying to bring the fun back to music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because we're in a crazy time, like, and not to get too much off on a tangent, but I'm just like, we in 2022 and there's a real deal war going on over land. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I thought they settled that like a few hundred years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or at least 100 years ago. People are still out here fighting over land in 2022. So I'm just like, you gotta deliver that uplifting music. Gas prices through the roof. You know what I'm saying? It probably cost you $30 just to drive here.
Everybody's stressing. So we just like trying to break the tension, bring some nice records that got a little fun to them, and you know, just, you know, change the vibe up. Like, we need a change in vibe in music right now. That's my feel. You know what I mean? That's my take.
So for the people who are supporting your movement, whether it's family, friends, you know, supporters, fans, whatnot, what do you want to say to them right now?
Hey, man, y'all stay locked in. You know what I mean? We working. EFMG is here. Heavy music coming soon. On the run, out right now. Addicted to Hustling video dropped last night. If you ain't watched that, you know what I mean, you need to go watch it right now. You know, like 3 times. You know, shot by Kiva. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? It's a big motion. Y'all just stay tuned, and we ain't gonna let you down.
Man, what's keeping you motivated?
The fact that I cannot not do this, because this is, my boy E left this behind to us.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not going to heaven and seeing this dude. Like,
why did you quit down there?
Like, why what y'all doing? My label? Like, I ain't, nah.
I was rooting you on from up there.
Exactly. Nah, I ain't going that way. So, you know, we going to keep pushing the mission forward, doing it for him, make sure it's a legacy left behind. And we're going to make good music in the process.
Man, that's what's up.
Great music. My man.
Great music. Not no mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to your production, who are some of the producers that you've been working with?
Man, these guys have been going crazy. Young Borski, shout out to him. He's been going crazy. Guy out of Bulgaria, like, crazy.
That's dope.
Mikey Tussin, shout out to him. Dude named Level. Of course, DJ Jaizy. And some more dudes. It's some more.
You don't want to forget nobody. I understand.
I ain't trying to forget nobody, but
try
I'm trying
to
to
the
let
game,
everything
not
out
to
the
his
bag
heart.
too at the same time, because this is, you know, it's gonna be some crazy motion going on. But you know, that's just a few, you know, guys who've been working hard on their production.
Yeah,
different sounds, and we working.
So if there's any, like, you know, aspiring producers out there that want to tap in with you, you know.
Yeah, just lock in. Email Infamous Familiar Music Group at gmail.com, or you can send them to me on Instagram, or send me where I can go check them out.
And I always suggest producers study the artist a little bit.
Yeah.
Understand what their vibe is like, because if you send them a bunch of beats that's totally not their vibe, they're not gonna rock out to it.
They're not gonna listen to it.
Right, exactly.
They might listen to one and be like, nah.
And that's not it. I'm not feeling that. So yeah, as a producer, make sure you check out some of his previous music so you know, okay, I want to send him this beat pack. You know what I'm saying? What about like, other people, other artists that may want to collab with you? Are you open to doing that with other independent artists?
Yeah, for sure. Like, really, I've been just focused on, I'm finna really go in album mode. Like, so I wouldn't mind tapping in with some people because I'm just trying to do at least, probably gonna record like 30 records and just go from there. Maybe do a little more, but I'm really about to go in real deal album mode. Shoot the video for Move Differently.
Yeah.
We gotta shoot the video for that, and it's about to go in. So yeah, I definitely tap in on some collabs.
A lot of dope things in the works, man. Anything coming up in let's say for the remainder of this year that we haven't seen from you yet that we can be in tune for?
We're working on the concert.
Oh,
the concert
okay.
is still coming. We just got pushed back because Netflix bought out the block. So yeah, they came in and shot a movie at where we was gonna do the.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Lord.
It's cool. Netflix, they got the big bag.
They got the big bag,
yeah, so,
right?
It's all cool, but we still gonna do that. So probably we're looking at the end of April, gonna do the concert. And then
somewhere in the Atlanta area?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Definitely keep me posted on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the A. We're gonna do that. Bring a whole bunch of independent artists together who got some real motion going on.
I love that.
And we're gonna put a nice concert together.
An outdoor situation?
If the weather permits.
Depending on the weather. I got you. Yeah, because April showers bring May flowers, as they say. It could be rainy around that season.
If the weather permits, but it's definitely gonna be in the city, so everybody should be able to pull up and do their thing. Other than that, just more videos and be on the lookout for the album.
Let me know when you guys do that. I will be traveling a little bit at the end of April for my G Day, right? Mm-hmm. But if it happens to fall during a time when I'm here, let me know, because I wouldn't mind coming out and just showing you love and doing some like on the spot interviews with the artists that perform.
For sure.
Because I can bring my little setup and do some media coverage for you.
We definitely gonna have you come through, because we're gonna have a team of media come through. We was trying to get 40 on Pump 4.
Okay.
Nightmare Radio. So
I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Just shoot me the invite.
The concert's gonna be heavy. Then y'all better pay attention.
What I would like to do is, as they come off stage, I want to catch them right there in that moment. Mm-hmm. Man, what's the vibe like? Tell everybody about your performance. That's when I want to interview them. Not before. I want to do it right when they come off that stage.
Cool.
Like, done performing, go over there and see her.
Yeah, I got you. So that means we're gonna set it all the way up there.
That'll be fire, man. Well, listen, we're gonna get up out of here, but before we do, there's 3 things we got to do, man, and then we got to make sure everybody checks out your music, right? Mm-hmm. Tell everybody where they can follow you, keep up with the movement.
You can follow me at D.O.L.O _EFMG. That's D.O.L.O _EFMG on everything. You know what I mean? You can go check the website, DOLO-EFMG.com. So that's DOLO-EFMG.com for the website.
All right. Second thing we got to do, tell everybody, that's showing you love. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to them, shout them out, do all that good stuff.
Shout out everybody who's tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all for checking in on the project On the Run out right now. Addicted to Hustling video just dropped last night. Make sure you go watch that. Shout out to everybody, man, all around the world, all the fans, everybody who rocking with EFMG and D.O.L.O EFMG, the brand.
Man, you dig. Last but not least, we got Mr. D.O.L.O D.O.L.O in the building.
Yeah.
We live on the industry's most wanted podcast, right?
For sure.
So I got to know, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Ain't no other rapper like me, man. You know what I mean? I'm dedicated on Life's Objective. You know what I'm saying? We coming with the bars. We all the way independent. You know what I mean? Fly guys doing fly things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want it.
Period. You dig? Hey, appreciate y'all. Let's go.